Hello, and welcome to the Ask a BA series. In this series, we teach you everything you need to know about becoming a business analyst and to grow as a business analyst. You also have a chance to ask questions about areas that you would like to know about business analysis, and we will bring those answers to you. In our first series, we will be talking about an introduction to business analysis and how you can become a business analyst. So our lesson 1 for today is Introduction to Business Analysis. When becoming a business analyst, the first things you should think about is your vision. Why are you here? Vision is very, very important in anything you want to do in life, and that includes becoming a business analyst. One acronym you should remember in terms of vision and business analysis is the acronym VMOST. VMOST stands for vision, mission, objectives, strategy, and tactics. By vision, vision can be defined as the end goal, where you want to get to, where you want to be. It is the target state of an individual or an organization. Mission. This is what the individual or organization does or will do. Objectives. These are the specific outcomes you want to achieve. And strategy. It is the long-term plan that will be used to achieve the vision, the mission, and the objectives. And your tactics. This is the specific and detailed means by which the strategy will be done. So before becoming a business analyst, it's very, very important for you to have a vision. And when we talk about having a vision, another key thing to remember is that your vision needs to be a smart vision. Now, what do we mean by smart vision? SMART is another acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. By specific, it means a uniquely identifiable outcome that can be measured rather than a broad statement. In other words, in becoming a business analyst, define what it is that you want to get to at the end of the day. Don't just make a broad statement. And let that statement be measurable. In other words, you can quantify it, you can track your progress. And then let your vision be achievable. Let your vision also be realistic. For example, you can't just say, I want to become a business analyst in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. That is not a realistic vision. And then your vision should be time bound. That means that you set your vision within a time frame. So you can't say, I will start my journey from January, and by June, which is 6 months, I would have achieved the beginnings of the basics of becoming a business analyst. Or by December, so within a 12-month period, I would have studied the basic requirements of becoming a business analyst and taking a certification exam. By putting a time bound on your vision, it helps you to make sure you complete what you have set out to do from the beginning within a specified period. One other important thing to take note of on this your journey of becoming a business analyst is you need to also conduct a self-analysis. Now, the diagram you see on the screen can help you in conducting a self-analysis. This diagram breaks an individual into different zones. You have the comfort zone. This is where you feel safe and in control. And then you've got the fear zone. This is where you are affected by others' responses. You're also finding excuses why you shouldn't do certain things. And in this zone is also where you lack self-confidence. And then you've got the learning zone. Here, you are dealing with new challenges and problems. You are beginning to gain new skills and experience. You are also expanding your comfort zone. And then you move to the growth zone. This is where you are beginning to achieve objectives. You're setting new goals. You're finding your purpose. You're making your dreams and reality come true. You're increasing in self-confidence and belief. It's very important for you to conduct a self-analysis. So it helps to encourage you as you go on your journey to becoming a business analyst. By looking at this diagram, you can very quickly identify where you are currently, and it can help you to make that decision if you're ready to move into the next zone. Once you've had a quick look at the self-analysis diagram, you can now ask yourself that question. Are you ready to push your boundaries? Do you want to take the next step? What is business analysis? Now, business analysis has been defined as the practice of enabling change in an organizational context by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. This is a definition from IIBA. Now, what this simply means in terms of business analysis is that business analysis is that profession where you analyze organizations, you analyze their processes, you analyze the people, you analyze the technology. You find out where there are gaps and how changes can be made to make the organization better. In other words, to move the organization from where they currently are, which is generally referred to as an as-is state, and to move them to a future state, which is generally referred to as a to-be state. And in doing this, you make sure that you are bringing value to the stakeholders. Now, who is the business analyst? The business analyst is often referred to as an agent of change. You are that individual that stands as an intermediary between the business and the IT function. You define the requirements in ways the IT team can understand, and then you also interpret the IT responses in ways in which the business can understand. What you find out in many organizations is that IT are usually very technically minded, and they do a lot of programming, they do a lot of IT stuff, while a lot of the business group many times are not as IT savvy as the IT team, and there's oftentimes a disconnect between the two. You as a business analyst, you are able to sit confidently between the middle, between these two groups. You act as an interpreter. You speak to the business. You understand what the business requirements are. You detail them in formats and ways that an IT team can understand. And then also, you interpret the IT responses in ways that the business can understand. So you are an intermediary between both sections. And in order to be a very effective intermediary, it means that there are important skills that you need to have. You need to understand business. You need to understand IT. There are some people who are just business focused and they don't do too much in terms of technical terms, and they are just business analysts that are focused on the business side. And then you also have technical business analysts. But we'll go further into this as we progress. In our next lesson, we'll go deeper into what do business analysts do and what are the different skills that you would need in order to become a business analyst. I hope you've enjoyed this first lesson. Please drop your comments, drop your questions. Let us know what things or questions you have about business analysis. And in our next episode and subsequent episodes, we will bring those answers to you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.